In March of 2021, US BCSWBLL made history with the first ever all-female box tournament.
Hey guys, we can take it from here. Rewind that back. In March of 2021, us ladies made history alongside US BCSWBLL when we played in the first ever all-female box tournament held in the US. And we think it's a really big deal.
This is an absolute dream of mine to be a part of this. Just to make history today, this is the first all-female box lacrosse tournament in the United States. We're changing the game, we're changing, honestly, level of play and the creativity that you're gonna see either at box or on the field.
It's no secret that boys have been playing box lacrosse as a way to up their field game for a while now. We just want you to know the same opportunities are available for us girls too.
Lacrosse is fast-paced, high-scoring, hitting, aggression, fun. We play, we get better every day. It's something to work towards. It makes you a better person. It makes us better leaders on and off the field. It gives us that opportunity to really find ourselves through the sport.
Unlike some other girls' sports, box lacrosse rules are the same for boys and girls. We wear the same gear, use the same stick, and get to experience the same level of contact.
One of the reasons I wanted to try box was because it's a lot more aggressive, and I like that. I like being able to hit and being more of a contact sport. That's definitely one of the major things that pulls girls to play box lacrosse is the contact.
I mean, I was a little nervous, but I was so excited. Well, after that first hit, I was like, oh, I can do this easy. It was so nice.
At first, I was nervous about getting hit, but my confidence grew over time, and now super stoked to keep getting on the field.
In all these girls' sports, you can't be as aggressive as men's. I've never thought that was fair, because I think girls are just as aggressive as guys, and we can play just as hard as them. So I like that because you can do that in box.
It's so empowering for these girls, and to be young like that and to be able to have that sense of empowerment is huge. No matter who you are, what you look like, you put on those pads, you get out there and you can dig in, and it opens the doors to say, you know what, I can do that too.
There may be a stigma that girls don't want to hit or they don't want these deep pockets, but I think these girls, they really should be playing this game for their speed and for that contact and to build, honestly, ultimately, their confidence on and off the field.
The thought of, I got knocked down, but I can get back up again, it really is a confidence booster. It's shown me that I can take a shove, and that made me more confident.
Yeah, I think it gives me confidence to be who I am and not change because other people want me to. Just to be confident in what I do and how good I can be, and makes me improve in my self-confidence and just on the game of lacrosse in itself.
Lacrosse has 100% helped me be more outgoing and stuff because I'm usually so shy, but now I'm whatever, it doesn't matter.
Before I started playing box, I was very self-conscious. But then when I started playing box, it was like an emotional switch and everything just clicked. My mental health went up, started becoming more happy. It's definitely a fun game. I love playing it, so 10 out of 10 recommend.
Okay, ladies, head over to usboxla.com to see the next time we can make some more history.
Welcome on inside the John Bailey Arena, ladies and gentlemen, as we are just about underway. It's the gold medal game for all the marbles here in the Women's Senior Box Lacrosse League between Ridge and Poco. And we are officially underway. Skip pass immediately down low, and they put it off the crossbar. What a start for Ridge. As going in alone there was Megan Stewart trying to flip that over top of Poco's starting goaltender wearing 00, Julie Spooner. We'll get to the Ridge goaltender in just a moment because the Ravens are quickly back into the offensive zone. Working it around the perimeter. Now they'll turn back and go righty strong. Pass through the middle. That one off the mark. Loose ball in the corner. Grabbed by Ridge again. 7 seconds to shoot. Pass, or shot, excuse me, from the outside. That one goes over the net. 3 seconds now to shoot. Sharp angle shot on target. And that one hits Spooner up high, and she is shaken up. As that one might have just caught her in a sensitive area, kind of high shoulder, low neck area. But she gets back to her feet under her own power. Looks like she's going to be all right here as she gets checked over by a teammate. Shakes that one off, and a trooper is Julia Spooner. And we are back underway. Poco with their first offensive possession now, staring down the starting goaltender in net for Ridge, Candace McDowell, wearing number 37 in blue. Here come the Saints. Over top, fake shot, pass down low, deflected. Loose ball now. Battling for this one for Ridge. Going alone now is 14, Megan Stewart again looking for another chance. Fake shot over top, saved by Spooner. Megan Stewart, what a start. She had that earlier chance on their first possession. Now she goes in alone, but another shot here from Ridge goes wide as they keep possession for a moment. Loose ball in front, shoveled on goal, saved by Spooner. An ideal start here for Ridge, aside from no goal to show for it yet. But quite the start as Poco now looks to slow things down and get into the offensive zone here for their team. So they work it around the outside. Devin Hartley passed down low, the one-timer attempted by Michelle Bennett. That one bounces early and goes out of play. Possession Ridge from behind their own net. Pass out of the reach of the intended target. Ridge collects, though, for a moment. Now they have it confirmed on the near side boards, but pressure from Poco. And a big hit right along the sideboards there. Laying the boom that time was Nadia Bruno, and she grabs the loose ball herself. Hard to miss her with those bright yellow gloves. And she showed off her hands to start off some transition for her team as well. Here come the Saints. About 3 minutes into the opening period of this gold medal game between Ridge and Poco. Possession for the Saints. Nice move along the outside. Shot put wide coming from Adriana Santucci. She'll head back now for a defensive shift as Ridge grabs possession from their own side of center. And here they come quickly. Late player off the bench. Here's Megan Stewart. As Ridge goes righty strong on this set. That pass over the head of Stewart. Now she'll collect near center. 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Looking for a target. Cross floor. Instead she'll muscle her way through and put that one over the cage. Loose ball behind the net. 5 seconds on the shot clock. If Ridge can get possession here. Great defense, though, by the Saints. And now they'll go the other way with speed. Stretch pass up the floor. Bounced past Caitlin Walker. She had to reach for that one. Couldn't quite get a handle. And a delayed call coming up against the Saints as they grab possession and will get their first power play here, the first power play of the game. Extreme Threads is your one-stop shop for customized team or company apparel, embroidery, screen printing, designs, and sublimated team uniforms. Now offering tents, banners, flags, decals, signs, and so much more. Check them out online, extremethreads.ca. As Ridge goes to the attack here now with the extra attacker. They work it down low to the lefties first, now back up top. Pass near side to Marlo Bellamy. She surveys. Skip pass down low. Good movement here from Ridge. Pass through the middle now. Stewart, a no-look shoveler, goes wide. Now 7 seconds to shoot. Pass back up top to the point. Low subber blocked by a Poco defender. Now a shorthanded opportunity here for the Saints if they can grab possession. They got a player alone in front. Ridge isn't aware yet. Poco sent the pass through, but the officials are going to ask them to step outside. So full 30 now for the Saints, shorthanded. That was a 4-minute penalty for the back check. So an important kill to start this game for the Saints, and they work it down low to the near side. Lefty's going to work. They send it high up top around the perimeter. Pressure from Ridge. Shot save, McDowell. She absorbs that one. No rebound either. And throws a long lobbed pass. If Ridge can get a handle on that one, they can't. Ends up in a Poco stick. And now they'll go the other way. Still shorthanded for about 2.5 minutes. So they again work it around the perimeter, try to kill as much clock off of this penalty as possible. Devin Hartley, the late player, off the bench. 3 seconds remaining on the shot clock. So they'll just leave this one in the corner and send Ridge back to the power play with 2 minutes on said power play. So their unit gets back out onto the floor, quickly over center into the offensive zone. Good back pressure there from the Saints. Can Ridge keep possession? That one goes off the sideboards. More pressure from Poco. Loose ball ends up at the feet of the official, grabbed by the Saints, and nothing going early in this power play for the Ravens. Still short-handed here, the Saints are, for 125. We're just over 7 minutes into this gold medal matchup in the Senior Women's Box Lacrosse League. This is what it all comes down to, folks. This is what you play for. The season on the line. McDowell gets the transition going a little more successfully this time for the Ravens. They get over center with a minute remaining now in their power play. They'll work it down low to the lefties first. Good movement here early from the Ravens power play. Skip feedback to the point. Heavy shot save again up high on Spooner, as she takes that one in more or less the exact same spot that the last one hit her. Again, a little shaken up, but she shakes that one off as Poco gets over center. Still 0-0, 25 seconds remaining in the Saints penalty. They give that one up near center, and the Ravens will go the other way. Got to be careful of that pressure from the Saints. Ridge gets away from that one, and they'll go back onto the offensive side here. Even in 10, the power play back out of the floor. Skip pass picked off by the Saints. A good stick there by Deb Phillips as she turns back and gets her team back to 5-on-5 action and sends it over to Adriana Santucci. Pass down low. So we are finally back to 5-on-5 action here. Santucci near side to Nadia Bruno, now down low. Back to Santucci, has some room, winds, fires, save McDowell. Ridge looking for a fast break here. They send it up the floor near center. But the Saints do a good job of getting back in time, and turning away from the pressure is Nicole Pank. She'll head off for a change now as the Ravens go back to work. Nice move getting through. Bouncer bounces early and over the net. No save necessary from Spooner. Ridge with a fresh 30. If they can grab possession, they can. And now Poco has a player up the floor. Now going in alone on McDowell. Shot, scores! No goal. They'll say no goal. A breakaway there for Poco thanks to the efforts of Caitlin Walker. But that one washed out as the official down low says she stepped through the crease. Tough break for the Saints, who have the game's opening goal washed away, and we remain all squared up 0-0. Now Ridge over center with speed, pass down low, deflected. And an interference call goes against the Saints. So again, a fresh 30, this time though starting off in the offensive zone for the Ravens. They'll again go righty strong here. Swing pass through the middle. Eludes the intended target. Now loose ball. Who wants it here? Ridge had it for a moment, and eventually they do grab it here. No, they lose it again, and now the Saints take it. Pressure to get through. There's one Ridge forechecker. Now a second one comes in, and Poco having a tough time with this pressure, but they do eventually find some space and get it over center. Pass through the middle. They'll turn away. Alyssa Wall sends it down low. Shot and a goal! That one's gonna count as Mackenzie Blair finds the back of the net, top corner. It's 1-0 for the Saints. Look at this shot as Blair just ends up kind of in the middle, kind of on her wrong side, but she floats it over top of the right shoulder of McDowell, and Mackenzie Blair has the game's opening goal. It's 1-0 for the Saints. They're in possession following the face-off. They quickly work it down low and get back to their offensive unit. Now 8:35 to play in the first period. This gold medal matchup. Skip pass deflected by a Ridge defender. Poco keeps. Fake shot pass far side. Trying to come over top with the shot, and they score again. Back-to-back goals for the Saints. Back-to-back goals for Mackenzie Blair. Two quick strikes from the Saints as they get their perimeter work underway here and bounce that one past McDowell. 2-0 now in the first period with just under 8 minutes to play. Again, face-off won by the Saints as they again quickly go back down to the offensive zone, working it down low. Pass through the middle, save McDowell. She shuts the door for her team on that one and leaves for a defender to start off some transition for the Ravens. Quickly up into the play. They send it down low. Ridge still looking for their first goal here. That one not going to do it as Spooner shuts the door. An important save for her, especially after taking those two early ones up high. But it looks like she's shaken those off and settled in quite nicely here with 7 minutes to play in the first period. Here come the Saints. Swing pass near side, deflected, and now a breakaway from their own side of center for Ridge. But look at that back check from the Saints. Kameko Hall single-handedly took away what was a clear break for Ashley Lesser. And now instead it's the Saints going back to work offensively. Pass up top, connects with Alyssa Wall, pass through the middle off the post. As Mackenzie Blair denied her third goal of the game already. She rung iron on that latest bid towards the cage. Poco does come up with possession though now with 17 seconds to play, or excuse me, 17 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Their pass picked off by Ridge, stretching it up the floor now. One defender to beat for the Ravens, spinning through to the middle. There's this double team. And I believe they're going to get called for interference. Poco is, so it will be possession Ridge. Fresh 30, and the goaltender for the Saints, Julie Spooner, gets a goalie timeout to go get some attention from the bench real quick. Believe she just wants a quick water break, slowing things down for her Saints team, but what a start she's had. She gets some water down her back to cool it down a little bit. It is warm in the John Bailey Arena here this afternoon. But these players are here to tough through it and try to earn themselves a gold medal in the Senior Women's Box League. Here come the Ravens. 5:45 to play. Pick and roll, attempted pass through the middle, off the mark. Now loose ball in the near side corner. Ridge keeps possession. Still 20 seconds to work with on their shot clock. They send it down low. Here's Megan Stewart. Tries to post up on a defender, spinning through the middle, loses the ball. Look at that defense from the Saints as they collapse in through the middle, not giving Stewart any room to wiggle through and get a chance in on goal. And the Saints over center with speed. Pass down low, just over 5 minutes to play in the first period. Near side feed. Devin Hartley sends it back now to the righties. As I believe we have an all right-handed lineup here for the Saints. That sharp angle shot from a righty on the right side of the floor. An easy save for McDowell, and that'll send Ridge the other way. Here come the Ravens. Back into the offensive zone. 15 seconds on the shot clock, and they score from the outside. Elizabeth Sino gets the first one for Ridge and gets them back within one. Just a shot around a screen through a flurry of defenders. That's a tough one for any goalie to get eyes on. Julie Spooner, more than likely, didn't see that one until it was already going towards that corner. And Ridge finally grabs their first goal of the game. It's 2-1 now for Poco. The Saints grab possession following the face-off, as they've done so often in this game, dominating the face-offs through the early stages of this gold medal game. Now 13 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Pass to the middle, down low onto the crease, saved by McDowell. And Ashley Lesser there to collect the ball from the crease, make sure that one doesn't get into too dangerous of an area. Now she pushes the floor in transition. She'll head off for a change now as well as Ridge gets into the offensive zone. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Marlo Bellamy sends it far side. Pass just off the mark. Now 2 seconds to shoot. The Ravens can't grab possession here. That was Leah Burnett trying to get a handle on that loose ball. Just couldn't quite get it. And now the Saints will go the other way. Under 3 to play in the first. Pass near side. There's the pick and roll from Poco. Defended well by Ridge. 8 seconds to shoot now. Nice spin move through the middle. Shot and a save by McDowell. Big rebound goes to the far side boards, and Poco retains. Saints had a player down low wide open for a moment, but Ridge eventually collapsed down low. That one could have been dangerous. Now the Saints, 10 seconds to shoot here. That pass a little bit too hot to handle, but they do keep possession. A heavy shot goes wide. Pass through the middle, shot, and another save by McDowell. As Mackenzie Blair again denied her hat trick goal. Poco still with possession. Pass down low again. Shot! This goes through. No goal. No goal as Candace McDowell got a piece of it. The offensive onslaught of the Poco Saints continued. But the backbone of this Ridge Ravens team, Candace McDowell, there to shut the door and send her team the other way. The Saints grab possession now with 1.5 to play in the first period. Frantic action here on both ends of the floor. Here's Tess Venables. Surveying, sends it down low. She'll drive through the middle now to create some space. Rolling down low, she won't get the pass though. Now Deb Phillips is again just 5 righties on the floor here for the Saints. They come around, bouncing it towards the goal, saved by McDowell. And she'll stretch that up the floor, connecting with the likes of Megan Stewart. And now under a minute to play in the first period. Thanks again to everybody for joining us here on BC Sports TV. Marlo Bellamy sends it to the lefties. Return to her now. Steps into one, bounces it short side wide. Still 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Ridge can definitely get something on goal here. They now send it on a high one towards Spooner, and she shuts the door. Now 30 seconds to play in the first possession. Poco. Breakout pass connects with Nadia Bruno. Now through the middle, opportunity here for the Saints. What a play there by a Ridge defender. I believe that was Michaela Quinn. And now it's Ridge possession with 10 seconds to play here. They bobble it, but now get possession. Haley Vaughn, pass to the far side, shot from distance, save Spooner. Where is it? She squeezes that one, and we will close out the first period with the Saints on top of the Ravens, 2-1. What a start to this gold medal game, ladies and gentlemen, and you're not going to want to go far because we got plenty of lacrosse to play here, and we're going to be back after a word from our sponsors. Welcome back inside the John Bailey Arena, folks. And welcome back to the broadcast on BC Sports TV. Tino Farah, your voice for the afternoon in this gold medal matchup in the Senior Women's Box Lacrosse League between the Ridge Ravens and the Poco Saints. And it is the Saints who are currently on top 2-1 through 20 minutes of play and 40 more to go. Pretty dominant period to start things off for Poco as well. And a rare face-off win for Ridge, although it was off the violation. Doesn't matter, though. It is their first possession. Here's Marlo Bellamy. That pass just behind her. She had hopes of streaking through the middle. Poco's pass a little off the mark here as well. And they're lucky to get out of that possession alive as they bobbled it momentarily. Now the Saints, sharp angle off the post. It trickles through and they score. Less than a minute into the second period, Poco reclaims the 2-goal advantage from a sharp angle. That's Jackson Seanwill with her first of this gold medal game, off the post and then off the back of McDowell and into the back of the net. What a start here for the Saints, as McDowell now fixing some gear at the Ridge bench. 40 seconds into this second period. Unbelievable stuff from the Saints, who have been so strong in transition, striking quickly after a caused turnover. And that was a dicey caused turnover as well, because it looked like after an errant pass from the Ravens, it looked like Poco was essentially going to give it right back to them, but they do eventually collect and push pace the other way, and it turned out to be the best case scenario for them, because it was number 3 for the Saints, Jackson Seanwill, cashing in and reclaiming the 2-goal advantage for her team. And you can see behind the penalty box as well, the championship banner is hung up for all the players to see, so they're aware of what they're playing for. The trophy's back there as well. But that's what it's all about, folks. And it makes it that much more realistic when you can see it staring right back at you for the entirety of the game. Pressure mounting here as the game progresses. When you got the big prize staring at you from beyond the glass. 3-1 for the Poco Saints as we are back underway now. Candace McDowell back in the net. Ridge had a chance to go the other way, and instead Poco grabs another possession in what could have at one point been a Ravens breakaway. Now a shot, and they score again! (4-1) for the Poco Saints, courtesy this time of Bianca Santucci, as she steps into one and rips past the defender. It's 4-1 now for the Saints. Less than 2 minutes into the second period. Again, a situation that could have seen an opportunity build for the Ravens. Instead, Poco grabs possession and they turn it into a goal. Now it is possession for the Ravens as they work their way back into the offensive zone now and try to get some momentum on their side. Swing pass to the far side, that one off the mark. Poco grabs it off the sideboards, and Ridge will apply some pressure. Haley Anderson gets away from that one and rolls out of her stick, but she's got no pressure in front of her, so she calmly sends it up the floor, and here come the Saints. Nadia Bruno down low to the corner, pass back up top. Mackenzie Blair, 2 goals in the first period. She's back on the floor for the Saints. If her team can keep possession, it is the Ravens who come up with the loose ball, and getting away from that double team going the other way now. Pass near side. Wrong side of the floor, though, is Ashley Lesser. Cross floor feed to the far side. Now 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Bellamy sets the screen, rolls through to the middle, pass to the near side, a shot wide. Ridge keeps possession, just 2 seconds to shoot. Sharp angle shot, saved by Spooner, and a good decision that was by Lester to throw that one on goal because Ridge grabs the loose ball and a fresh 30 to boot. Ridge will circle behind the net, pass to the far side boards. Fake shot and a tuck move through the middle. Pass now near side, 7 seconds to shoot. Return feed, backhanded shot by Nicole Pankos off the face mask of Julie Spooner. Again, shakes that one off. So we're about 3.5 minutes into the second period. Poco up 4-1 and possession for the Saints. Ridge trying to cause a turnover here up near center. Poco a good job to keep the handle on the ball though. And now Adriana Santucci, will slow things down for her team. Pass through the middle, backhanded shot as the Saints return the favor. That one goes wide though, and now Ridge tries to grab possession. 3 seconds to shoot, sharp angle shot from the outside. Saved by McDowell. And now here come the Ravens. Far side feed. Outside rip, save by Spooner. Loose ball in front of the crease, ends up back in the crease. Spooner slows that down. Now the Saints looking for the long stretch pass up near center. They do cash in there. Alyssa Wall sends it to the near side corner. Now Carly Robinson. Down low, 8 seconds to shoot. They work it around the outside, spin move through the middle, shot blocked by a defender, and that'll give us a shot clock violation against the Saints. Now here come the Ravens. Pressure on the back. Pass up near in front of the Ravens bench, and they'll leave for a teammate. Near side feed, nice tuck move, spinning around back. Shot save, Spooner. That was Leah Burnett getting her shot off. Loose ball battle behind the Poco net. And an interference call against the Ravens. We'll send them back to the defensive side of the floor. Here come the Saints. Pass up near center. Haley Anderson. Now Tess Venables, back up top. Pass behind the net, working their way out front. Shot and a save there by McDowell. Loose ball grab by the Ravens. Here comes Ridge, breaking free of that pressure as Tiana Bikic shows off her wheels into the offensive zone now. She'll slow up and wait for reinforcements. Now over to Marlo Bellamy. On her wrong side, pass through the middle, connects, but stepping through the crease that time was Ashley Lesser, working in tight, and she'll head back for a defensive shift now. Pressure over center, but Poco breaks free of that. Still up 4-1 over the Ravens currently. Pass through the middle as Poco goes in tight. They can't get a shot off as Ridge defended that one well. That was Jackson. Sean Will denied her second of the game. She's got the lone goal here in this period. There's a save by McDowell. Loose ball grab by Bellamy. She loses that one. Ball ends up in front of the Poco bench. Now a big collision here between the benches. Ridge still trying to get over center. Bellamy tries to bat it ahead successfully. Here come the Ravens. Pass through the middle. They'll turn back as there were two defenders in front of Sarah Ickert. Shot from the outside, deflected, ends up in the far side corner. Now 3 seconds on the shot clock. Heavy rip from outside. Spooner shuts the door and hangs on to the rebound herself. Poco, blind pass picked off by the Ravens. Here they come the other way. Shot saved by Spooner. A loose ball ends up behind the net. The Ravens keep possession again. Musling through the middle and they score! Nicole Pank gets Ridge back on the board. It's 4-2 now for the Saints. She grabs the rebound herself from behind, sees a lane to cut through, and puts that over the right shoulder of Spooner. And Ridge now has some momentum back on their side, still with just over 12 minutes to play in the second period. How do they build off of this now with each following possession? And that's a good start for them as they grab the loose ball following the faceoff. Certainly a point of emphasis here after a first period that saw the Saints dominated the faceoff dot. Ridge has had a couple good efforts here, and now they look to get another quick strike. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Perimeter work here for the Ravens. They send it back up top. Outside, rip off the post. Ashley Lesser about a centimeter away from getting Ridge back within one. She fired that one over the right shoulder of Julie Spooner, but couldn't beat the post. Now here come the Ravens once again. Another outside rip, bounces short side wide. Ridge retains possession. Now with just 9 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Pass down low, coming back over top. Sidearm shot wide. That'll go off the sideboards as the shot clock expires. Possession for the Saints. Water break now for the goaltenders. So we are just about halfway through the second period and halfway through this game. And thanks again to everybody for joining us here on BC Sports TV in this senior women's gold medal game here for all the marbles. Earlier this morning, of course, we did have the bronze medal game between Port Moody and New West, with the Grizzlies, the Port Moody Grizzlies, coming home with the bronze medal. Follow that up now here with the gold medal game, the championship game. And if you're a fan of lacrosse, don't go too far, because later on this evening, 7 p.m. start time, we have game number 3 in the BC Junior A Lacrosse League playoffs. Game 3 between Coquitlam and Poco. It's going to be on our channels as well. So if you're a fan of lacrosse, we're going to be here all day long. So keep your eyes tuned to all of our channels on social media all day long. Here come the Saints, and we're back underway. Nice spin move there. Switching hands is Danita Stroop. Now a shot from outside goes wide. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock as that ball rolls up near the penalty boxes. Collected by Alyssa Wall. Poco gets underneath, 3 seconds to shoot. Shot goes wide, and Ridge grabs possession. Back in call, though, against the Ravens. As a mental mistake, Haley Vaughn just stepped back into her crease following the violation. I think she thought she was getting a whistle, not just a turnover. But either way, it's fresh 30 for the Poco Saints as they go back to work now. Pass through the middle, defended well by Ridge, now far side feed. Underhand pass to the near side crease, just off the mark, now 9 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Skip pass, back up top, big wind up, sidearm, and a save by McDowell. Now Ridge gets over center. Of course, they scored the latest goal in this game thanks to the efforts of Nicole Pank. She's back out on the floor now, collecting the ball near the far side boards. But just 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Pank comes over top, now through the middle. Underhand shovel shot rising over the goal. Now 2 seconds remaining on the shot clock, and Poco grabs possession. Here come the Saints. Haley Anderson looking for a player, streaking off the bench. She finds one. Here comes Bianca Santucci on her wrong side. She's got a teammate in front. Can't quite get that one on target. She switches hands as the Saints pull out. Pass through the middle. They get a shot off and put it just wide. Possession retained by the Saints. 7 seconds to shoot. One-timer saved by McDowell. She's out of her goal now as Poco keeps. underneath now in a shot from Poco, saved by McDowell. Long stretch feed up towards the Ridge bench. Pass through the middle. Here they come again. Shot and a goal! Ridge gets another one as Kaylee Patterson gets on the score sheet. How about it as McDowell just sent a floater towards her team's bench. She knew there was going to be a teammate coming off as Patterson stretched the floor as well, heading straight towards the Poco goal. She gets the pass and puts that one over top of the shoulder of Julie Spooner. And the Ravens are back within one with 7:45 to play in the second period. But here come the Saints off the faceoff, a breakaway, and tight save by McDowell. Such a calming presence for this Ravens team as she shuts the door with a lot of momentum on her team's side here. Such an important save there. Cross floor feed to the far side. Bellamy collects. She sends it back up top. Shot wide. Now 5 seconds to shoot. The Ravens still with possession. A double team there though from the Saints. Sharp angle shot makes its way on target. A save by Spooner, loose ball grab by Poco. 7 minutes to play now in the second. The Saints up 4-3 as they get over center. Nice move by Carly Robinson. She'll head off for a change. Now 10 seconds on the shot clock. So the Saints working around the outside. Flip pass back up top. Now 5 seconds to shoot. Shot around a defender, goes high on McDowell. She just absorbs that underneath of her helmet. Another long stretch pass with a Ridge player coming off the bench. Good stick check from Jackson Seanwill as Spooner collects. And here come the Saints once again. Just over 6 now to play in the second period. As the Saints work back into the offensive zone, feed down low, lots of room, they shoot and they score! Jackson Seanwill gets her second of the game, short side past McDowell, and the Saints reclaim the 2-goal advantage. Just a little bit of room there between McDowell and that near side post. And Jackson Seanwill joins Mackenzie Blair on hat trick watch now. Each of them with a pair of goals. Ensuing face-off goes the way of Poco. So they quickly go back to work here offensively. Near side feed. Adriana Santucci. Pass down low, off the mark. Loose ball grabbed by the Saints. Still 14 seconds to work with. Pass through the middle, saved by McDowell. She doesn't know where it is, and they score! The Saints get another one. As McDowell didn't know where the rebound went. Thought she was going to get a piece of it, but instead it's Poco getting another one. Bianca Santucci gets her second of the game. So 3 players now for the Poco Saints on hat trick watch here. As all of Bianca Santucci, Mackenzie Blair, and Jackson Seanwill each with 2 goals. And now it's up to the Ravens to try to answer back. Here come the Saints, though, collecting the loose ball following another face-off. A side of the game that they have dominated so far. Now 4:10 to play in the second period. Pass up top. There's a lane down low. A shot blocked by a defender before it got through. Poco keeps possession. 10 seconds to shoot. Another shot from distance, saved by McDowell. Near side feed on the breakout. Here come the Ravens. Into the offensive zone with under 4 to play. Pass bobbled. They keep possession. Low drive goes wide. Again, Ridge keeps possession. 10 seconds to shoot. Tuck move, spinning back underneath, shot, trickles through, and Spooner sweeps it off of the goal line. What a save from Julie Spooner, who keeps her team on top by 3 as she turned back and just swept that one away from danger. And now here comes Poco. Devin Hartley into the offensive zone. Pass now near side. As the Saints go to work here. 8 seconds to shoot. Alyssa Wall from distance, shot. Save McDowell, loose ball. Ends up in front of the Ridge net. Saints keep possession. Wall with another shot. Goes wide. Loose ball grabbed by the Ravens. And look at that forecheck from the Saints as Danita Stroop collects a possession for her team. Another one here for the Saints as they're all over the Ravens. That pass picked off. Ridge gonna battle for this one. They lose it though as Haley Anderson bodies her check and sends the Saints the other way. There's a shot and a save by McDowell. Loose ball in front. Battle ensues. And a crease play violation against the Saints will earn possession for the Ravens. Frantic action, most of it on the Ridge side of the floor in favor of the Saints. And now the Ravens with an opportunity to try to get one back. High hit, no call, shot goes wide. Loose ball grabbed by Poco. Now under 2 to play in the second period. Long stretch feed all the way up the floor, connects, and here come the Saints. Stutter step move, over top, save McDowell. Possession Poco, skip feed, far side, now back up top. Near side to Bianca Santucci. She immediately sends it down low and works the pick and roll. Return to her, 4 seconds to shoot. Looking for her hat trick goal, takes a double team though from the Ravens. As it's getting chippy in this one. 2 players colliding here in this gold medal game, and I believe Poco's gonna go to the power play here. As these 2 teams are getting fired up in this gold medal matchup with just over a minute to play here. And these calls might even up. We'll see how this one shakes out. Just our first penalty in this game, though. Opportunity here for us to thank one of our sponsors. Extreme Threads is your one-stop shop for customized team or company apparel, embroidery, screen printing designs, and sublimated team uniforms. Now offering tents, banners, flags, decals, signs, and so much more. Check them out online, extremethreads.ca. So we'll see how this penalty situation shakes up here. It's 2 of the captains for each team here. It's Marlo Bellamy for Ridge and Katrina McCurrick for the Saints. Wait for the explanation from the officials. There's currently 2 Saints in the penalty box right now and just 1 Raven. So it looks like it will be a power play here for Ridge. The 2 officials discuss. But it's been a dominating second period here for the Saints when it looked like Ridge was on the brink of getting back into this game. They got themselves within 1, and they're certainly still not out of it, just down by 3. But the Saints storm back and reclaim the 3-goal advantage, getting us to this point here with the Saints on top, 6-3. Now the captain's getting the explanation. It's a great shot of that conversation there on our broadcast from our cameraman extraordinaire, George Parra. So I believe I just heard 4-on-3 It will be in favor of Ridge, I believe. 6 minutes in penalties for Haley Vaughn of the Ridge Ravens. Meanwhile, in the box for Poco, a 4-minute penalty to Bianca Santucci, one of the major offensive threats here for the Saints, going to be off the floor here alongside a teammate in Adriana Santucci in the box for 2 minutes as well. Unbelievable. But here comes Ridge with just over 40 seconds to play, quickly into the offensive zone. Pass to the crease, one-timer, saved by Spooner. Possession retained from the Ravens. Pass up top to Bellamy, near side feed. They work around the perimeter, pass down low to the crease, a bouncer put just wide. 25 seconds to play now. Pass again down low into the crease, another save by Spooner, shutting the door there. Backstopping her team through this kill. Now 13 seconds to play in the second period. Here come the Ravens over center. 8 seconds to play. Now 5. Shot saved by Spooner to close out the period, and we will head towards the third and final frame in this championship game with Poco up 6-3. Don't go too far, folks. We got a massive third period coming up, and we're going to be back after a quick word from these sponsors. Welcome back inside the John Bailey Arena. Whoa, hot mic. Ladies and gentlemen, as we are just moments away from the start of the third and final period here in this senior women's box lacrosse championship game. And a quick shout out to our viewers. I just found out we have some viewership currently in Australia. So shout out to our Australian viewership currently. We appreciate you and everybody else joining us on the broadcast. We'll get in a quick ad read here as well. The Women's Box Lacrosse Global Network is a non-profit organization dedicated to promoting and supporting the growth of women's box lacrosse around the world and advocating for greater opportunities for girls and women to get into the game. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, Women's Box Lacrosse Global Network. And if you are just joining us here at the start of the third period, some late penalties after physicality certainly picked up, to say the least here. And it gave us an opportunity to see some 4-on-3 lacrosse, which we will start this period as such. Clean face-off win there by the Ridge Ravens, who need a huge third period here, down 6-3 right now. And a big opportunity, as I mentioned, 4-on-3. Pass around the outside. Looking for the one-timer there. Defended well by the Saints. Ridge getting away from said pressure. Pass back up top. Outside rip, save by Spooner. As she denies Nicole Pank her second goal of the game, or what would have been her second goal of the game. Candace McDowell steps out of her crease to take possession for her team, and now here come the Ravens again. Pass down low to the far side corner. Back up top through the middle. Shot and a save there by Spooner. As the Saints try to grab possession in front of the benches, causing all sorts of trouble for the Ravens, but they do eventually come up with possession and stretch the floor. That pass out of the reach of the intended target, and Julie Spooner grabs it herself. And we are moving on now to 4-on-4, and a 2-on-1 forming here for the Saints. Pass back far side, shot, save McDowell. Staring down the likes of Adriana Santucci, who stepped out of the box and went straight in on a 2-on-1. So Bianca Santucci remains in the box for Poco, alongside the likes of Haley Vaughn in the sin bin for Ridge. 4-on-4 action now. Pass down low to the far side crease. That one just off the mark. Now 5 seconds to shoot. Pass again down low to the crease, and Spooner got a piece of that one with her mask. So that will kill that possession for the Ravens. Possession will start with Spooner, and she'll quickly send it up the floor. Here's Adriana Santucci. Sent that one up into the offensive zone. That one just eluded the likes of Nadia Bruno. So possession for the Ravens as McDowell slowing things down now. She'll roll it up in front of the Ridge bench. And the Ravens now will get going. Here comes Sarah Ickert, taking her space, fakes the shot, fakes the, I think she tried to fake the pass. Ridge does keep possession though, a nice move getting through and a save by Spooner. Loose ball cleaned up by the Saints. Spooner has had an unbelievable game here, especially after a shaky start, not in terms of letting shots pass, but she took a couple of high shots towards the collarbone area that stunned her a couple times early, but she settled in quite nicely and has backstopped her team so far to a 6-3 advantage. And now it will be Poco on the power play as Bianca Santucci now steps out of the box, and Ridge will go 4v5. Pass down the floor, off the mark. The aforementioned Bianca Santucci grabs possession, and the Poco power play now gets onto the floor. Far side feed as the Ridge penalty killing unit now out there. The Saints work it around the perimeter. Far side feed. Shot, save, McDowell. Loose ball grabbed by Ridge. Bobbled. Ends up in front of the Ravens bench. And here come the Saints off the turnover. Straight back into the offensive zone now. Pass near side. They'll slow it down and send it back up top to the point. Here's Deb Phillips. Fakes the pass. Now bounces it near side. Pass through the middle. Shot, save, McDowell. Loose ball in front. Can Ridge grab it this time? They do, because it bounced back into the crease of Candace McDowell. She just sends that one down the floor. That'll go out of play into the penalty boxes, deflected off of a Ridge stick last. So it will once again be possession for the Saints with just over 30 seconds remaining in their power play. 15-15 to play in the third period. Saints up 6-3 over the Ravens currently. Pass to the middle, goes just wide. Skip feed, near side. Tried to return it now to that far side, just off the mark as the shot clock expires. Ridge trying to go into the offensive zone on a fast break. Loose ball now in front if they can collect. But we are back to 5-on-5 action from inside the John Bailey Arena. About 14 and a half remaining in this championship game. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock as the Ravens have possession. Underhand shovel shot saved by Spooner. Thanks to the efforts of Megan Stewart. And now here come the Saints. Fast break forming. Pass through the middle, deflected by a defender. Good stick there by Ridge to take away that chance. Another opportunity now for the Saints. In tight save by McDowell. It trickles onto the goal line. And a defender there to take that one away as McDowell lost it for a second. But if not for the efforts of Sarah Ickert, would have been 7-3 for the Saints. Here come the Ravens. As that pass goes off the sideboards. Now Nicole Pank has a goal in this game for Ridge. They'll need another one from her. But they're just going to have to dump this one down to the Saints' end of the floor, and they're not going to be able to do it as the shot clock expires. Now it'll be possession Poco starting off in the stick of Carly Robinson. She'll wait for reinforcements as she surveys and sends it down low to her left. Far side feed. Ridge keeps that to the outside. The Saints try to pass it in front from behind the net. Picked off by the Ravens, and they're off to the races now. A 3-on-2 forming of the late player coming off the bench. Ravens coming through the middle. Shot blocked by a defender. That was Kaylee Patterson trying to throw a bid on target. Blocked by the Saints. Pressure here now from the Ravens. Poco gets free of that. Now 12:45 to play in the third period. Still no goals in said period. Pass through the middle off the post. Speak of the devil, Poco that close to getting the first one of the third period here. They keep possession now in a fresh 30 to work with. Far side feed. Here's Adriana Santucci. Pass now behind the net. Caitlin Walker. Saved by McDowell. She collects. And starts off some transition here for the Ravens. They get going over center quickly. Here's Megan Stewart. Late player off the bench is Marlo Bellamy into the offensive zone. Stewart puts it just wide, bounces straight into a Saints stick. That's Caitlin Walker collects. And calmly, the Saints get their transition going. Feed to Mackenzie Blair. She started off the scoring in this game for Poco with 2 early goals back in the first period. She has the ball once again. Works the pick and roll, pass near side. Shot goes wide as Deb Phillips switched to her right hand to get that shot off. And now a water break coming up for the goaltenders as per the request of Candace McDowell. Now 11:27 remaining in this third and final frame. And again, you can see it there in between the penalty boxes. A good look at the championship trophy. Something for the players to look on to. A reminder of their motivation, what they're playing for here as the pressure continues to mount for both of these teams. But we're getting into that area of the game now where the clock is not the friend of the Ravens here. Certainly plenty of time to work with, 11:27 to be exact, but when you got that championship trophy staring you down, that banner staring you down as well, every possession grows in importance here. And the Ravens need to get something going here offensively. There was a stretch in the second period where it looked like their offense was about to take over. They had 2 quick goals, and momentum was all in their favor. But the Saints answered right back. And eventually got them to this point where we are now 6-3. The official there at center just telling both benches that they each have a timeout remaining here in the third period. And they're instructed to use so at their own will. But here come the Ravens. We are back underway. That pass off the mark. Turnover, though, as Poco picks it up quickly. Nothing going on that possession for the Ravens, as Mackenzie Blair grabbed that for the Saints and sends her team the other way. Here's Bianca Santucci. Pass up to Nadia Bruno. She'll backpedal away. Connect with Devin Hartley. Near side feed now. Hartley goes and sets the screen after connecting with the likes of Kameko Hall. Sends it back up top to Hartley. Far side feed, 3 seconds to shoot. Shot blocked by a defender. And I'm not sure if that's an interference call or just off the violation. Doesn't really matter either way, as it is a fresh 30 now for Ridge off the turnover, and they get going over center. 10 minutes and 20 seconds to play here as Ridge goes in tight, takes a shot from a sharp angle. Spooner shuts the door, an easy save for her. And now Ridge trying to cause a turnover on Poco's breakout, and they do so successfully. Possession Ravens, shot and a goal! As Nicole Pank gets her second of the game and her most important one thus far. She gets the Ravens back within 2. But how about the efforts of that Ravens forecheck? I believe that was Megan Stewart causing the turnover in the far side corner and grabbing possession herself. Finds a streaking Pank through the middle, who puts that far side over the left shoulder of Julie Spooner. And now Ridge has some life. 9.5 to play here in the third period. Possession Poco. As they spin out from the corner, now near side feed. As Poco tries to work the pick and roll, pass through the middle, deflected on target. McDowell had to be sharp there. And the Saints keep possession. Pass up top, fake shot, now near side feed, deflected out of the stick of Abby Robinson. But the Saints keep possession. Far side feed, shot goes well wide. Again, Poco keeps, pass through the middle, in tight, and they score! A quick answer from the Saints as they reclaim the 3-goal advantage. Jackson Seanwell gets her hat trick goal. Just seems like anytime the Ravens have been able to get anything in terms of momentum on their side, here come the Saints back in action to negate any stretch of opportunity for Ridge. Now just over 8 minutes to play in the third period. Poco back on top by 3, 7-4 after the latest tally from Jackson Seanwell. And now here come the Saints back into the offensive zone. Pass down low. Now drive in tight, goes past McDowell, but out the other side. Now Ridge defender is pinning a member of the Poco Saints along the corner boards. They keep possession though, in tight, save by McDowell. Latest chance from the Saints coming from Haley Anderson, looking for her first of the game, denied there by McDowell. And here come the Ravens. 7:20 to play in the third period. Still down by 3 goals. Nice individual drive saved by Spooner, shutting down Ashley Lesser. Fresh 30 now for the Ravens. Far side feed, shot from distance goes wide. Loose ball retained here by Lesser. Heavy shot, deflected, also goes wide. The Ravens keep possession. Another shot from distance, saved by Spooner, standing tall in that Poco crease. Stretch pass up the floor now, connects with Mackenzie Blair. Here come the Saints. Blair, pass down low, just off the mark, and a lucky break there for the Ravens because Devin Hartley had tons of room to work with. She wanted to drive down low, but had to collect that one off the corner boards. Eventually leads to a shot clock violation against the Saints, and now here comes Ridge. Down by 3 with just over 6 minutes to play in the third period. Pass off the mark, goes behind the Poco net. And an interference call against the Saints. It'll be Ravens possession in the far side corner as they'll go to work here. Pass through the middle, backhanded shot and a save by Spooner as that one hit her up high. Hung on to the rebound as well. Now a stretch pass up the floor. One-handed grab as they go in tight, but defended well by Ridge as Bianca Santucci had hopes of a hat-trick goal for the Saints. Impressive hands, though, there to get a piece of that one. So Ridge is now electing to go 4-on-4, leaving Megan Stewart up the floor, hoping for a breakaway pass, but there's a save by McDowell. So they have to shut things down on the defensive side of the floor first. But now they will look up with 5 minutes to play. Here's Marlo Bellamy. She surveys up near center, now into the offensive zone. Sidestepping. She sends it down low to the corner and sets a screen herself. There's a heavy shot, short side wide. Loose ball in front, grabbed by the Saints. Now here comes Adriana Santucci. She'll pull back. Connecting now with Caitlin Walker. 4:30 to play in the third period. Saints into the offensive zone. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. That pass out of the reach of Carly Robinson. Now pressured in the corner boards there. Loose ball grabbed by Ridge. Thanks to the efforts of Tiana Bickick. She heads off for a change now as Ridge gets over center, and they'll call a timeout. 4:06 to play in this third period. And Ridge has to draw something up big here, down by 3 goals. So they have 1 minute now to try to draw up a play. You just have to get one, and then who knows what happens after that. But that'll be up to the offensive unit here of the Ridge Ravens to draw up a play and try to backstop themselves towards a comeback here. Let's fit in an ad read while we wait, shall we? From coast to coast, youth to college, U.S. Boxla is the largest box lacrosse program for both men and women in the U.S. Come play at either the U.S. Boxla Nationals in San Jose, California from August 4th to the 6th, or the U.S. Boxla Winter Nationals in Phoenix from February 2nd to the 4th. Check them out online, usboxla.com today. As we're just a moment away from getting back to the action here. One final cheer from the huddle for the Poco Saints. And Candace McDowell will start on the bench for the Ravens, so they'll go 6-on-5 with the extra attacker. And it will be the likes of Ashley Lesser starting off possession here for the Ravens. Officials, just a quick word with each bench. Making sure both coaching staffs are aware of the situation. Looks like we are ready to get underway here now after that brief delay. As I mentioned, the possession is going to start off with number 12 for Ridge, Ashley Lesser. And with just over 4 minutes to play, we are back. 6-on-5 now in favor of Ridge, down by 3. Perimeter work here from the Ravens. Nice tuck move by Lesser, defended well by the Saints. Heavy shot over the goal. And loose ball battle ensues between the benches now. And Ridge just has to dump that one back down. McDowell, a mad dash back towards her net. Here come the Saints. Into the offensive zone quickly. Mackenzie Blair backpedals away after she sends it back up top, now returned to Blair. Tries to go over top. She returns it to the point. Spin move now from Haley Anderson. Back to Mackenzie Blair. Uses the screen. Poco tries the pick and roll. Just 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Underhand shovel shot towards the goal, saved by McDowell. Now with just over 3 minutes to play in the third period. McDowell back towards the bench now. Ridge electing to go 6-on-5 once again. Desperately looking to get themselves back towards tying this game. Far side feed, pass down low, just deflected. Now into the stick of Julie Spooner. 2:45 to play now in the third period. Here come the Saints. Quick work of their transition over center now, connecting with Danita Stroop. Near side feed to Kameko Hall. Pass back up top. 6 seconds remaining on the shot clock. So they work it around the outside. Fake shot, getting underneath, but they run out of time. Now 2:15 to play. McDowell cheating towards the bench. So Ridge has to get free of this pressure. Good forecheck here from Poco, but Ridge does get away from that. And McDowell gets back onto the bench. 2 minutes to play. Ridge still down by 3. Pass down low to the crease. Bellamy takes a shot, saved by Spooner. Pass again down low. Shot put just wide out the far side. Poco now slowing things down. And why wouldn't they? As they now stretch the floor, getting over center with 1:40 to play in the third period. A commanding 3-goal lead here with not a lot of time remaining on the clock. Saints, near side feed into the stick of Caitlin Walker. She sends it back to the far side. Now 10 seconds to shoot. Return to Walker. Surveying, pass through the middle, shot wide. No, they'll say McDowell got a piece of it. If Poco grabs, they have a fresh 30, and they do. A fresh 30 with 1:15 to play in the third period. Poco can kill as much clock as they want here now. They're in an absolutely commanding position, and Ridge, as desperate as they come here in terms of trying to climb back into this game. Now under a minute to play. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Poco from the perimeter. So they work east to west, pass through the middle. And good defense there by Ridge, taking away that chance. McDowell has possession, looking for a breakout pass. Lobs it in the air. Picked off by the Saints. 39 seconds to play now. It is possession Poco once again, who can basically kill the rest of this game now. There's about a 13-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Poco from the near side. Pass through the middle. Now down low. Here comes Mackenzie Blair. Circles the cage. Shot from behind the net. Now 11.1 seconds to play. Ridge just sends this one all the way down. Again picked off by the Saints. And what a way to close out their season, with Deb Phillips picking that one off to close out this game and seal a victory and a championship for the Poco Saints. Make that the champion Poco Saints as they close out this season with a victory and a league championship. Your senior women's winners here from inside the John Bailey Arena as they close out the Ridge Ravens, a final score of 7-4. As both teams make their way towards center for the handshake as per usual, and a good opportunity here for us to close out our broadcast by thanking everybody here for joining us for the bronze medal game earlier this afternoon, and of course the championship game here on BC Sports TV. And a reminder as well, we have another game coming up later on this evening at 7 p.m. It's game number 3 in the BC Junior A Lacrosse League postseason. Game 3 between Coquitlam and Poco. That game going down, as I mentioned, 7 p.m. from the Palace on Poirier. Thanks again to everybody for joining us here on BC Sports TV. From our entire cast and crew, for cameraman extraordinaire George Parra, I've been Tino Farah, and we will see you next time.